Good evening all. You find me down here in the kitchen because it's Tuesday, and that can only mean one thing: tasty Tuesdays. Today I'm going to make an omelette, so let's get into it. So to the ingredients, we start off, we've got some mature cheddar, always has to be mature cheddar, eggs, I use large, if you're going to have an egg, have a large one, whipping cream, the secret ingredient that makes everything happen, and last but not least, my favourite, creamed sweet corn. Let's get on with it. So the equipment I'm going to use tonight is two pieces of kit really. We've got a milkshake machine, every house should have one, and an omelette pan. You'll see how this works later, but it's a godsend when it comes to making omelettes. So, as the saying goes, before you make an omelette, you got to crack some eggs. So the first thing I'm going to do is crack some eggs into the milkshake machine, add a little bit of cream and whisk them up. So we'll start by cracking 4 eggs into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, lovely eggs. Right, then we will add the master ingredient, the cream, which makes this thing happen. There's the cream. So then we add it to the machinery here, which should be turned on. It might get noisy, so I apologise if it gets noisy. Now we just let that whisk for a while. Secret is to let this aerate nicely. It makes for a nice light fluffy omelette. As you can see, it's getting bigger as I whisk it. It's moving up the glass there. Got the oil in the background working away. So what we do now is we pour half of the mix here into each side of the pan. So half goes in there, half goes in there. Let's let that cook up a bit now. Yeah. When that starts to bubble, I'll move the mixture around a little bit. Getting the heat in there. By the way, incidentally, earlier on I forgot to mention in the list of things, tin of tuna. So that'll be going in as well. Right now, that's starting to set. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm just going to start running my spatula around the edge. There we go. That's starting to lift. Do the same on this one. There we go. And what we want to do is just let some of that mixture, lift it up at the edge, let the mixture run underneath, like that. We'll do that on both sides, do it on this side as well. Just let the mixture run underneath. And that's starting to turn golden, so we can turn the, I nearly said the volume, we can turn the heat down, if you don't want to burn it. And just keep these moving, keep allowing the spare juice to run underneath like that. And eventually there will be none of it left to run anywhere. You can see how thick and bubbly that mixture is. It makes for a lovely light omelette. We can do the same from the other end, just to keep things moving. You don't want anything sticking or burning, but at the same time this juice has to be moved. So, almost ready to start putting the ingredients in. So the first ingredient we're going to put in is the tuna. So I'm just going to put the tuna in on one side. Now if I don't share this with the cats, I will never hear the last of it, so I won't be putting the whole tin in. Otherwise I'll be getting mobbed later, and I don't want that. So that bit of tin goes in there. And then the other side, I'm going to put the corn. There it goes. And last but by no means least, a whole chunk of cheese goes in. Just leave that for a little while. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get a silicone handle. Very important, because what we're going to do now is flip the lid across, but that handle on that side can get warm, so this stops you burning yourself. So what I'll do is I'll take that and we'll go flip like that. There you go. That is now cooking in there nicely. So just to recap, that's creamed corn, tuna and cheese in there cooking away. While that's cooking, I just want to show you a quick food hack, for want of a better term. I particularly am fond of hummus. I'm also particularly fond, and this is a bit of a dodgy subject here, but I'm particularly fond of Marmite. You can buy hummus with Marmite already in it. However, it's an awful lot cheaper and an awful lot nicer if you put your own in. So literally, all I'm going to do here, I'm just going to take a teaspoon, just under half a teaspoon, doesn't need much, yeast extract or Marmite. For my American viewers, if you haven't got this, they say if you go to Britain, don't try Marmite. I disagree. If you go to Britain, the first thing you should do when you get amongst the Brits is try this stuff. And all I'm going to do is just put it in here and stir it. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to flip this over. Like so. Let me cook the other side. And if I come back here, you'll see as I stir this, it goes a lovely coffee colour. Oh, you can smell that Marmite. See the colour changing colour? Oh yes, look at that. Oh, I do like this. Makes a lovely dip. Brilliant on a cheese sandwich. For those of you that like Marmite, of course. If you don't like Marmite, then this is anathema for you. But for those of us that do like Marmite, I was a Marmite baby. See, it's changed colour now. It's coffee coloured. There you go. Right, now it's time to have a look at this. Just lift. Oh yes, look at that. Cooked perfectly. I'm just going to turn the heat down a little bit more. Just let it steam through, because while it's closed, the steam works in there as well to help it cook. And then in a minute, I'm going to get a plate. I might as well use the plate that had the cheese on it. Waste not, want not. So then, all we do is we turn this back over in order that we can serve it. So, heat off now, it's no longer on the heat, and we can open the lid. There it is. So we'll just release that from the edge. I'm going to slide that onto that side, put this over here. So I'm just going to let this come out and slide it onto the plate. And there you go, look at that. Perfect. So, all that remains to be done now is to see what that tastes like. So, let's see what we've got here. Light and fluffy, smells good. Melts in the mouth. Melts in the mouth. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Next Tuesday there'll be another one. Watch out for some Tex-Mex coming your way soon. I haven't done that before either, so a bit of a learning curve. But in the meantime, please like, subscribe, click that bell to be notified of when these videos are coming, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Not bad at all. Not bad at all.